Happy Friday night. We've made it through a long week. Oh, thank goodness. And we're here for the third stream of Master Detective Archives Rain Code. Let's see. I do remember where we left off. Oh man, these load times, dude. Oh, these load times. They're present. So we had essentially figured out, we solved what I would probably call the introductory case to get us familiar with the gameplay mechanics. Look at this running animation. Let me just run with my ghost friend.
Hey.
Oh, come on. I don't wander off on your own. Oh.
Say.
Oh, what are we gonna do? Master he says he wants to talk.
Yeah.
Let's listen to what he has to say. I forgot. Well, it's not gonna let me explore just a little over that way before we talk to this man. Can I get into here? No. Alright, so yeah, we finished the... I think we're still technically in the prologue. But we definitely did the case of the prologue, it seems, so... this guy helped us, basically cleared all the goons. The goons were cleared of by this man. Hopefully a helpful person.
Well, I bet that was quite a long trip for you. Welcome to Kanai Ward.
Kanai Ward. Put out here there.
Thanks.
You must be Yuma. Yuma Cocoa Head, right?
Yep, that is my weird last name.
I am. And you are?
I'm Yako Furio.
Yako Furio. Yako Furio. Furio? Look how cool he is.
I was born and raised in Kanai Ward. Just a humble member of the WDO. I'm the director of the Nocturnal Detective Agency, the only detective agency in Kanai Ward.
Director of the Nocturnal Detective Agency, okay.
My office welcomes you. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Thanks. The pleasure is all mine. So he's a detective from the WDO. Finally, I've met an ally. He managed to turn away the peacekeepers, so he must be in high standing.
Really? He's clearly just some careless, middle-aged man.
I'm gonna say he's probably not just a careless middle-aged man. Just a guess.
Oh, by the way, don't tell anyone about yours truly. You might have forgotten, but our secret is included in the contract. It'd be terrible if you broke this rule. To be exact, your whole body would be drained of its blood.
Ah,
Okay, I won't tell anyone.
exciting.
Well, even if you did, they'd just assume you're some crazy person.
Now, shall we?
Where are my boom kill heads at? Oh, I see you've adopted the phrase. The very popular phrase, the very popular slogan of the game.
Oh, by the way, I'd like to hear the details about this incident.
Right.
In like a few more weeks, my hair is gonna basically be looking like this new guy's. Just all over the place like that.
I'm sorry.
the
I
rate
kept
I'm
you
going
waiting. It took a while to get through all the proceedings.
They practically interrogated you, right? Kanai Ward is completely shut off from the outside world. Communication devices such as cell phones are confiscated. Cameras are not permitted to leave Kanai Ward either.
I think what I'm supposed to say is like, a man of culture. You're a big fan of the of the barrel thing. Oh, there's a fucking thing in my way. Let me set this. I didn't explain exactly what the issue there was. Okay, fixed it. Okay. The barrel thing? You enjoyed the barrel thing? So you watched, I assume, what, some of the archives? Or maybe, I don't know, did you catch live? I don't even remember.
Even if you smuggle something with reception in, Kanai Ward is a dead zone. Thanks to all that tight closure, nobody's using this fancy station at all.
Did you say no one?
No one?
You show a lot of promise, considering how you handled that Amaterasu trouble. I was scared, to be honest. I don't want to deal with them if I don't have to. The thing is, the Peacekeepers always antagonize detectives.
The one thing I'm going to be curious about is, in our 2 streams of this game so far, this game very much takes on the spiritual successor nature of Danganronpa, with the mini games, the gameplay, the thought process, perhaps you would say. I'd be curious if are we gonna meet like a cast of detectives with powers, and then they're slowly gonna be knocked out. The same thing. That's what because I mean, obviously what we had in the first part was just a bunch of death.
As a basic rule, never look them in the eye. They're always itching for a fight. Kinda like mad dogs.
Right.
Amaterasu Corp doesn't want the
You're a
Unified
master
Government
archiver.
or the WDO meddling in their matters. I even caught wind of them hiring a hitman.
I think I had said this in the first stream. I read the little pre-story thing that I got for buying this game, and this Yako guy was the main character. It was like told from his perspective, and I just didn't think of him as this kind of personality man.
Hitman?
Like, that's not what was conveyed, so I'm very curious if, like, over the course of 10 years between that and this, massively changed.
They plan to wipe out any master detectives before they enter Kanai Ward.
10 years of being a grizzled detective changes a man.
The results of which is this Amaterasu Express massacre.
So Zilch was actually a hitman?
Nope. There was a real master detective named Zilch. He was murdered beforehand and used as a disguise.
Wait, does this game have... Yes, I just started hitting random buttons in this pack. Oh, thank goodness. So just go never look them in the eye. Yeah, sure. Dealing with the unified government or that? Yes. I even caught wind of them hiring a hitman. They plan to wipe out any master detectives before they entered. Yes. So Zilch was actually a hitman? Nope. There was a real master detective named Zilch. He was murdered beforehand and used as a disguise. What?
You were in the first car earlier. The real Zilch is laying dead somewhere in there. There was a separate first car at the station before you arrived, where Zilch's body was hidden. Then, the 4 train cars that you rode in would arrive at the station in Kanai Ward and connect with the fake first car. That makes a total of 5 dead master detectives at Kanai Ward's platform. With no master detectives left, you would be arrested as the only culprit. That was the plan.
I kind of want to know the design that's on this guy's jacket as well. What is that thing on the actual back? The upper back.
Absolutely.
Gotta get a
Even
zoom
though
in
the
on
plan
that.
didn't work, we still lost 5 master detectives. Given the situation, I'm honestly surprised you survived, Yuma.
That's all thanks to me. You're so lucky to be haunted by yours truly.
And just in case you're wondering, yes, having a character named Yuma after I just finished a game where a character's name was Yuma is very, like, it's still, every time I hear the name Yuma, I'm like, oh, it's shocking.
Wait, if there was
To
a
set my
real
brain
Zilch,
straight.
then the number of people on board the Amaterasu Express, including me, that makes 6 people. The numbers still don't add up.
I, Hoochie, heard from
Poochie.
the World Detective Organization that the number of master detectives on the train was precisely 5.
Maybe she was just dumb. Oh shit, Cocoa Head is like Coconut Head. I didn't even think about that. Dude, I joked about it earlier, but like, I just love the name Cocoa Head. It is so dumb. It is so perfectly dumb of a last name.
Oh, I'll explain that later. Anyway, let's leave this place. Wouldn't want to give the peacekeepers any ideas.
Also, these creators of these games can't help but give, like, little dinky donks on the hairs of their main protags. Like, at all. They just can't help themselves.
It's raining.
Hey, you're right.
He's like, fucking kid, come on. I can't tell. Is it like a witch? Is it a witch and a moon on his jacket? On his trench coat? What is it? I need a cosplay reference guide or something. Stat. These guys' helmets are also so dumb looking.
Who's that guy?
Beats me.
Pretty sure I just saw a coated man just do the Naruto run past those guards. Pretty. Hey, chapter 0 done. We're done with the prologue. Let's go. We're really beginning.
I see.
Oh, what is this? Once the culprit is boom killed, you'll get rewarded based on how well Master did inside the mystery labyrinth.
Are you gonna remember all
You'll
of
get a reward
this?
for each overall rating between SS and C. Not only do you get a reward for the rating you receive, but every rating below it. So try shooting for the top. Dude, if I don't get an SS right now... Deduction, C. Judgment, C. RDM, C. Stamina, SS. How did the person do so bad? We get a boom kill count for just tonight. I should have been... I was going to say, we should have been keeping track since the beginning. Final B? Stamina? DP? Alright, sure. S's. Oh! Oh, fuck yes. Oh, no! First timer bonus? What? Dude, I just leveled up twice. Was my stamina really that bad? C is like the lowest. I mean, I remember taking some hits, but I don't think I wasn't like begging for my life at that point. Damn. What does first timer bonus mean? What the hell is... Wait, I don't I know. I don't remember exactly how I like failed spectacularly at the end. I do remember I thought I did pretty well. And here's the thing. If we go back to like my Danganronpa V3 playthrough, there are moments where I was so lost in the sauce. I'm going to try so hard in this game to just be like very good and hopefully not have to look up any answers. Like, I am going to try so hard on being a master detective. Also, like, I'm still haunted by, like, Phoenix Wright. Honestly, the logic in Phoenix Wright still haunts me to this day. So I'm trying to, like, overcome. What is first... Is first timer bonus just mean it's my first clear? I assume. I don't know. Oh, I probably could have put details. Maybe explained it to me. Alright, let's go. Prologue done. Real game. It only took like 5 or 6 hours or so. The good thing is, I don't think this game is super long. I did look it up, and I think like people were like, if you mainline it, maybe like 20 or 30 hours. God, these load times. Most of the playtime is probably going to be the loads. The Switch, man. The Switch is just... begging to be put out. Agreed. Agreed. Solid agreed. The Switch is like, oh, we got 3D environments. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna try my best. Oh, do I get a cute? Oh, I'm like a little, I'm a little nerd.
There's a place I want to show you. It's the best spot to learn about this town.
Is this guy like basically my new dad?
Hey, relax. Don't be so nervous.
Sure.
My dad. He's my dad now.
Come on, this way.
Big fan of like ambient ghost noises like that. Is my dad gonna give me a cigarette to smoke on the rail here? All right, do a little walk. Let's see the Cape physics. Nothing spectacular, but could I have oh, here we go. Wait, what is this? Wait, no, I'm in the prologue right now? Did I just do chapter 0 and now we're in prologue? Does that make any sense? No. There's a chapter 0 then prologue? That just doesn't make any sense. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. Oh, here we go. Yes, I wanted a breakdown. Very important so I learn how to do better next time. I think, yeah, Wait, how do I scroll? Oh, shit. Oh, there's so much. Danger dodge. What? Okay, so where did I lose it then? Where's the losing? Here? Shinigami puzzle? A C? Wait, so you're telling me all these double S's and S's, and then I get one C, and it goes, ah, you fucked up, son. You fucked up. Because of that one C. Oh, yeah, the barrel thing I messed up twice in a row. You're right. Yeah, okay, that's where I really messed up. Okay, so, like, that puzzle made no sense to me. I didn't know. Dude, the letters were confusing. The letters were confusing.
I love the view of the city from here. Oh no, it's like we're always right at the brink
Detach
of dawn.
was so stupid, dude.
Although, thanks to them, the real dawn will never rise here.
That's what I'm saying. The detached was not coming to my brain at all. I was like, how to... What word?
Amaterasu Corporation?
I knew the concept. I knew what it wanted, but I'm not thinking of the word detached the whole time.
Kanai Ward is isolated and out of the UG's reach. Now, Amaterasu is the de facto master of the city. None who wish to live in peace dare defy them.
I'll do better in the next case, though. Trust me.
As long as you know your place, life can be pretty good here. Open an umbrella and the rain won't touch you. Wear a raincoat and you can even take a girl cycling.
Wait, say that again? Wear a raincoat and you can even take a girl cycling? Is that a euphemism?
You know what I mean, right?
Alright, it's definitely some kind of euphemism.
Kinda.
A while back, our detective agency used this building. But we were kicked out due to a contract dispute.
My new dad is teaching me about sex euphemisms or something.
The owner claimed renting the building out to detectives made the place unpopular. In Kanai Ward, detectives aren't even allowed to have their own offices.
Really?
I don't know what the WDO is thinking, but I don't want this town to change. It should stay the way it is. It deserves some peace and quiet. That's why this time around, I don't want any trouble. It's not easy to negotiate with these people.
I'm very much for some kind of like evil corporations and then we're like detectives with supernatural powers type story. Pretty sure that's where this is heading.
I heard
That's
that
not clear.
Kanai Ward has a lot of unsolved mysteries.
Screams are part of the daily noise around here. They're kind of like church bells marking sunset. Whenever someone's smiling in that building, someone else in town is weeping. However, we can't go punching the guy who's smiling.
Yeah, we can.
We can only offer a handkerchief to those in tears before quietly slipping away. Nothing more is needed anyway. We're not superheroes or anything. We're just detectives.
Just detectives, he says. But he has the resigned smile of someone who's given up. That look tells me exactly the kind of place Kanai Ward is, in a way words couldn't begin to describe.
This fuzzhead dude comes off like an irresponsible geezer,
Fuzzhead.
but there's
It's
an
me.
ominous aura around him. You only end up like that if you've seen death all the time.
Could it be because of this city?
Maybe. Or maybe it's its old man stench.
Huh? Something wrong? Is there something on my gorgeous face?
Oh, gorgeous face.
Back in the day, I was rather popular with the ladies. You may think that means I'm no longer so popular.
I'm saying this was not how this character was portrayed 10 years ago in the story that I read. Something changed him.
And you'd be right.
The rain, it never stops. Does it rain often here?
I'm literally about to like, how do I even do this? I'm literally about to just pull up this story and I'm just going to read this. I'm going to take like an hour and just read this thing.
Oh, this stuff? Fatalists would tell you that
Gonna
all
learn
rain
you something.
must come to a stop. But for the past few years, the rain in our town hasn't stopped falling.
For years?
Yeah, years. It started around, 3 years ago? Weird, huh? Thanks to that, we have no need for weather forecasts.
A city where it's always raining.
Oh,
No wonder things are so
meteorologist
dark
put
and
out of a
damp
job.
here.
Hate to see it.
The rain sure has changed things around here. Both the city and the people, too. Supposedly, there's something in the rain that messes with our bodies and the environment. But it's all hearsay. No one knows why the rain never lets up. But it probably has something to do with Amaterasu.
Kanai Ward. It's such a bizarre place.
Bizarre, huh? You're not gonna make it here if you find this shocking. You'll be seeing a lot of strange things in this city, I'll tell you that much. But there's no need to overcomplicate things. Everything is just an illusion in the rain. Just think of it that way, and you'll be fine. Trust me,
Ominous.
it's easier this way.
Is it?
Well, now that I've finished showing you the town, let's head to the agency.
God, I would just love to. I would just like to thank the game devs again, and I'll probably do it for the next several parts. That most of this game seems to be voiced. It is such a welcome. Like I mean, I love Danganronpa as much as the next guy. Phoenix Wright was its own thing, but just being able to sit and just have them talk to me is just so much nicer.
This place.
They paid the
There's
extra
a lot
bucks.
more to it than I thought.
What do you mean?
Oh, it smells so good here. It's like there's a florist on every corner.
Really? I don't see any florists.
I didn't mean it literally. To me, nothing smells sweeter than the stench of death.
The stench of death?
There are gruesome mysteries all over this place. It smells so lovely.
That sounds so ominous.
Hey! The elevator's here!
Right, coming.
I am but a child. Also, I like this music.
Now then.
Oh, come on, let's go down.
Yes.
Right. Don't need to be so nervous. There's nothing dangerous here anyway. Yeah, I'm ready. What would I wait for? There's literally nothing to do up here. Oh, fish are rarely caught. Oh, man.
This area is called Kamasaki District. It's the busiest and messiest place in all of Ganai Ward. In other words, it's a lively area.
Oh, we're roaming.
Neon looks magical blurred in the rain. If there really is an illusion in the rain, I think it'd be the streetlights. I don't have any memories of this scenery, but it still makes me all nostalgic. Perhaps I'm from a city like this one. Or maybe if you formed my mind into a shape, it'd look like this place.
This would probably look pretty nice. The colors would probably really massively pop on the OLED screen. On the handheld. But it's just, God, this game doesn't run well. It's all the raindrops. it's I don't know what it is. What do they do? It's Unreal Engine 5. Wait, can I go down here? Nope, I cannot. I immediately am told that don't look that way. Just follow the hooded man.
Hey, isn't it weird how it's not flooded, given how it's always raining here?
Didn't you see the grates in the
They
floor?
have a good drainage system.
Yeah.
See? There's a drain leading to a pipe over there.
That kind of thing creeps me out. Just imagine what would happen if I got sucked in there. Hey! There's a clown in the sewer staring at you!
A clown?
Made you look!
I explained briefly,
An
but
It
basically,
reference?
Amaterasu Corp picks on detectives. My
In my
colleagues
video
and
game?
hired assistants all quit. They said working here as a detective was simply impossible.
So, you've been working as the only detective for the whole city ever since?
It's not like I can change careers. I'm a WDO detective, after all. Clients trust me to do the job. Although, most of my requests involve infidelity or finding lost pets.
What about unsolved mysteries?
The peacekeepers get to handle that. Detectives don't even get close.
Oh, interesting.
But now, things could be different since you're all here.
What?
Huh? All?
I need to get back behind him for him to continue walking. I outpaced him.
Yeah, I got a feeling things will be a bit stuffy moving forward.
Oh, we gotta be meeting some new detectives. Let's go. Let's load. Or it's just a shit sewer thing. I thought it meant like there was gonna be people there.
Is your agency up ahead?
Like I said earlier, detectives aren't allowed to work in a proper office in Kanai Ward.
Ugh, must we travel this nauseating path? I'm too blue-blooded for this.
I mean,
The
I'll
other
definitely
master
pick a
detectives are already
pick a
waiting at
favorite
the
movie.
agency. You're the last to join us.
Okay, so other detectives.
Master detectives, but everyone on the train died.
Thanks to that hitman hired by Amaterasu. The WDO anticipated interference. They prepared multiple routes for entry into Kanai Ward. They covered their bases. Other master detectives arrived from routes besides the Amaterasu Express. Both official and unofficial members traveled through these various routes.
I see. So it wasn't just the Amaterasu Express.
Amaterasu Corporation caught on and tried to interfere on all the routes. Granted, they deny any involvement. Some routes were completely stamped out. Yours barely made it.
That tragedy happened to others too.
Excluding you.
Did you like any of
there are
the
4
detectives
others who survived.
before they died that we've already seen?
A lot of sacrifices were made. But as a result,
Any
you could say master
untapped
detectives of
potential?
the highest caliber have been gathered here. Each of you did outsmart Amaterasu and made it here after all.
The highest caliber? Hearing Master get complimented really annoys me.
Why?
I wonder what these surviving Master Detectives are like. So exciting, so mysteriful.
I'm not even walking. I'm just being brought along. Ah, the furry. Damn. We didn't even get to see him use his potential power. Controlling animals or whatever. Yiffing. Whatever it was. Riverbank area. Ginma district. Oh, it's a high-class commercial one.
Here we are.
I don't need this dude's pants, though. I just want the trench coat.
Where's the agency?
It's right here.
Exactly.
All right. Remember this, Yuma. The most important things cannot be seen by the eye.
Is it gonna come out of the water? What? Is it a boat? Huh. I respect it. Plus future proofing in case the place does get flooded.
This is the agency?
I thought my eyes were gonna pop out.
Welcome to the Nocturnal Detective Agency. What, you expected something a bit tidier? I guess I wouldn't call this place clean myself.
It's gonna be cramped in there, isn't it?
But isn't it awesome? Our own submarine!
Is this really it? Our office is a sub?
It's a sub?
You've been assigned to a sinking ship of a detective agency.
Blood splatter effect. Alright, let me see these new people. Let's go. Let's go. Potential victims. Let's go. Load it up. Load it up. Also, I gotta say, just because you had mentioned it, the fact that there were 2 detectives in the first, that first section, that basically had the same powers, only to have them both die, is a little strange, yeah? Like, you could have had any fantastical ability, or if the game was like, we're gonna kill them anyway, it could have just been like anything. They could have had anything, and then it's like, oh, fuck, now they're dead. We'll never get to see it. Oh, bummer. Control the emotions. But instead, you just have 2 detectives that are like, yeah, I can tell that there are like 5 people or something here. And then you just killed them both. Why? Ah. I mean, I guess maybe. It's just strange. Oh, this is a lot roomier of a sub than I was thinking. Alright, here we go. Alright, this guy likes matches. Got a man in the fireplace. Alright.
Thanks for waiting, everyone. Our final new member has arrived at last.
Watch it! Don't just come barging in here.
I do like, I was gonna make a joke about that. I was gonna say, it's not in bad taste, alright? This is not me making a joke in bad taste. I was literally gonna be like, when it showed the lady just like counting the things, I was like, oh, so she's like autistic or something. I was literally gonna say something along like that. That's not much of a joke, but I was trying to like before it passed, my brain was trying to formulate some kind of like joke, like, oh, and she's like hyper focused on like this one thing. Like I was going to, that's where my brain was going. Now, separately, I was gonna say I do appreciate the all-out like fashion of all the characters so far in this game, where it's like very like neon streetwear, as like they're fully committing to that aesthetic in this game. Like look at this dude's puffy outfit.
Sorry. What are you talking about? This is my detective agency, isn't it?
Victory is mine. Pay up.
That looks
Hold
just like a character
on,
from.
doesn't
That looks like
count.
a.
That was an accident thanks to the chief barging in here.
She looks like adult Chiaki from Danganronpa 2.
Nonsense. You should have expected him to return from his errand. Moreover, you should have realized he was back when our submarine resurfaced.
When you put it like that.
With my logic, anything is possible.
What are they fighting about?
He just goes, I don't fucking know. They do this all the
What are you doing
time.
with those matches? No fire is allowed on my sub.
It's just a little game. He strikes the matches one by one. He wins if he lights 10 in a row. But if he fails even once, I win.
What kind of game is that?
And he failed. Thus, I get all the cash.
Hang on, it was lit. The chief opened the door, which blew it out. I succeeded in lighting it, so the game continues. Next is the 7th, right? Hey, Ref, how many matches was it? You can check by counting the number of chocolates on the table.
Sure thing. 1,
Oh no, they all are dumb.
2, 3.
Hey, don't eat those! We're using them to count! How many are we missing now? 2 or 3? Come on, princess. How many did you eat? Be honest.
2 or 3. What comes after 3?
I'm gonna have to be carrying this team, aren't I?
I never remember since I so rarely count that high.
Oh no.
Please give me just a moment to recall it.
She doesn't know what comes after 3.
It's so
This is-
ruined.
Why don't you count the number of matchsticks you've used instead?
Oh, right.
Oh my
I'll
god.
just count the matchsticks in the ashtray. Why the hell are there so many? Didn't you say no open flames are allowed in here?
It's harder to quit than you think.
Aha! I remember. the number 4 comes after 3, so the answer is 4.
She remembered 4 comes after 3. You're right, dude. Honestly, I like her design. I like the flower in her hair. She might be very dumb, but like,
Huh? But there is still a chocolate missing.
Hang on, there were more
Lovably
than 4
dumb.
to begin with. Did you eat another one? Wait, you're eating it right now.
It is too delicious. So this is what commoners eat. Interesting.
apparently has some kind of royal
It
lineage.
is simply heavenly.
Anyway, time to pay up.
Enough! I'm using my authority as chief to end this game. And no more gambling! Do you understand you're in Kanai Ward? Don't give the Peacekeepers any reasons to drop in on us. Virtue, honesty, and staying the hell out of trouble. That's our motto here at Nocturnal Detective Agency. Got it? Now then, I'd like to introduce
Yeah,
you
give
to
me
our
those
final
stylish
team member.
intros.
Yuma Coco Head. A round of applause, please.
And don't make fun of his last name. He's sensitive about it.
Nice to meet you all.
I was hoping they'd be amazing detectives, but they all look kind of dumb. I wonder which one of them will die first. Him or me?
I mean, here's the thing. You know, we were making jokes about it just a minute ago, but it's like that. It maybe it's playing off that whole like maybe trope or stereotype thing of like how like people who are really gifted in like some certain area, and like in this game hyper gifted in like some kind of, what did they call them? Was it feats? What did this game call the abilities? Whatever the fuck they called it. Like, maybe they are so good at doing that or whatever, but they're just, everything else, they're dumb. Like, no common sense.
Hey, knock it off! They managed to get past Amaterasu's attacks. I'm sure they're all amazing.
That was just luck.
Yuma, let me introduce everyone to you.
Please.
First, the one sitting over there is Halara Nightmare, a great master detective. The first to arrive at Kanai Ward.
With a name like Nightmare. Halara. Ah, she seems edgy. Edgy and cool. Too
The
cool
little
for
match
school.
boy over there is Desuhiko Thunderbolt.
Wait, who's the match boy?
Desuhiko. Everyone, I think, has really cliche last names, I think is the whole deal.
The beautiful lady next to him is Fubuki Clockford. She is the heiress to the famous Clockford family.
Clockford.
A pleasure to meet you.
She has a teardrop tattoo. She killed someone. Next to her eye. She's killed someone.
And the one inside the fireplace?
Desuhiko is a pretty good name.
Fireplace? But why there of all places?
He says it's calming in there. Anyway, his name is Vivia Twilight.
Vivia.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Oh my god. Vivia Twilight. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Right. Now that we're all here,
I can't believe this game. This is so stupid. I love
let's
it.
have a seat.
I think the names are supposed to be dumb. I think that's supposed to be like a charming thing. Oh, you have Thunderbolt over here and
Sit down right here.
Nightmare.
Everyone on the train died besides you? That sucks. Had I been on the Amaterasu Express, I would have solved it before anything had gone down. Damn. Missed the chance to show off my superstar self.
Shut up.
Short Stack is so arrogant. I hate his guts.
Yuma, do you like chocolate?
Yeah, a bit.
Did you know that chocolate grows on cacao trees? The sight of all those trees with their shining silver fruit must be so splendid.
I think the silver part is just the wrapper.
Wow, she is incredibly dumb.
Huh? Does it not grow on the tree like this? Ah, I see. I thought I was peeling back its silvery husk.
So clearly this is going to be the character that just overwhelms us with her stupidity. Like, she is going to constantly be the, the comedic relief.
What a misunderstanding to make for an adventurer such as myself.
Adventurer?
Oh, boy.
Correct. I am an adventurer and a detective. It is nice to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too.
I can fix her.
Now, all remaining agents sent to the Nocturnal Detective Agency are here. There are a lot less of you than what we originally planned. Well, regardless of how many people we would have gotten, we'd still be no match against the Peacekeepers' numbers. So, we'll keep laying low down here and avoid provoking them, as we've been doing.
Huh? You want to stay submerged in this filthy river? I didn't come here to rot like sewage! I want to make a grand entrance, solve all unsolved mysteries, and become a superstar detective!
He is so the first gonna die.
Oh, and once I'm rich and famous, I'll make you all my assistants.
In Kanai Ward, solving cases won't make you famous. All information is controlled by the Peacekeepers. They simply conceal anything that's inconvenient to them. If you want to be famous in this town, it's much easier if you're a villain.
I see. Got it.
Wait, don't actually do it! Don't instigate anything with those guys. Got it?
I'm just kidding around.
Why is the WDO gathering master detectives in Kanai Ward? What do they want us to do?
Honestly, I don't know what the WDO is thinking either. I just found out about this recently myself.
You didn't receive any instructions?
Not yet, at least. I'm hoping they'll call us eventually. But before that, there's something I need to verify first. Yuma, it's about you.
Huh? Me?
I heard the Peacekeepers talking and learned about it back then, but do you really have amnesia?
Huh?
Yeah, I do.
Amnesia?
Yeah, it seems like I do. I don't remember anything from before getting on the Amaterasu Express.
Ah, then you and I are alike. We are amnesia buddies, Yuma.
Huh? Fubuki, you too?
Indeed. I cannot remember what I had for breakfast. I cannot even recall how I got here.
I was literally gonna say I thought she was gonna say something along the lines of like she didn't know what the word amnesia meant. She was just saying that she had it.
I think you're just forgetful.
Don't make things even more complicated.
My apologies.
What is the source of your amnesia? Is Amaterasu Corporation responsible?
No, it doesn't seem likely. I was still at the station when I woke up.
So you really don't remember anything. I'm surprised you got past Amaterasu's attacks like that.
I probably can't tell him it's thanks to the pact I made with a death god.
You better not. Talking about me breaks the contract.
I think I was just lucky. Chief saved me in the end.
Well, you can work off your debt to me. So you really don't know who you are? In other words, you don't remember if you're a detective?
That's correct. Oh, but I do have a letter from the WDO. And this outfit is definitely mine because it fits perfectly.
I don't doubt you.
It has
That's
to be
not
my
what I'm worried
outfit.
about. I've already verified your identity.
Huh? You know who I am?
I didn't just daydream in the park and feed pigeons while y'all were heading here. I checked the routes everyone used and provided support wherever I could. Unfortunately, most of the info was kept secret, so supporting you was all I could do. At the very least, did manage to obtain info about the Amaterasu Express. Then again, it was mostly thanks to Halara and Desuhiko since they arrived so early.
I got the passenger list from Amaterasu Corporation using my special forte.
Oh, forte, not feet.
That ability is top secret, so I'm not gonna tell you about it just yet.
Your name was on the passenger list, Yuma. Once we knew your name, obtaining more information was easy. I researched the histories of everyone on the list.
This doesn't sound like something you need to hear.
What? Of course it is! I might finally get to learn about my past! So, who am I?
The truth might surprise you, but among the master detectives registered at the WDO, no individual with the name Yuma Cocohead exists.
Oh, it's a fake name.
What do you mean?
That new Coco Head was too good to be true.
5 master detectives were summoned to the Amaterasu Express. That is an undisputable fact. But a detective in training was also summoned.
Detective in training?
That's you, Yuma. Looks like you've been working toward being a detective at the WDO. You may be part of the organization, but you haven't earned your stripes just yet.
So, I'm not really a master detective yet?
That sounds about right. You never fail to amuse me, Master.
Despite that, I know for sure you'll be an integral part of our team. I reviewed your profile in the WDO records, and it turns out you have a phenomenal ability.
An ability? So I do have some sort of special power too?
Your record claims that you're a great cook. Would you mind making us breakfast from now on?
Yeah.
Your lake is made.
I don't know if I can. I don't have any memories about cooking. Never mind. Did my profile mention anything else? Like where I used to live or my personal history?
It didn't have any details of the sort.
No, just that you really love cooking food for people. Anyway, I'm starving. Can you make me something?
You see, you've got
Just
a
making it
trainee's
up.
profile, not a proper master detective's.
I see.
You know, trainees are kind of like appetizers at a restaurant, don't you think? I guess that makes you the appetizer detective! Don't worry, I'll do my best to train you from the ground up to be a great detective.
What's wrong? There's nothing to feel ashamed about. Everyone starts off as a trainee. Also, not everyone can use their forte from the get-go, though some are born rather gifted. Still, no matter how much talent you have, you require the right training to make the most use of your abilities. No matter how smart they are or how dexterous their fingers, no surgeon dives straight into surgery. The same goes for master detectives. If you want to do things the right way, you have to learn it.
So everyone here also trains at the World Detective Organization?
The WDO requires a 2-year training period for all agents, no exceptions. During that time, the agent's paranormal disposition is honed into a forensic forte, specializing in investigation. And those who manage to develop their forte are certified as master detectives.
Like me. Plus, once you become a master detective, you get a detective deed from the WDO.
By the way, not all detectives working for the WDO are master detectives. There are regular detectives, like myself, who don't have fortes.
Oh, really?
I still
he
got
doesn't
my
have a forte?
detective deed. It doesn't say master detective on it, but it still holds the same weight. A forte mostly depends on innate talent. Some people will never develop it, no matter how much effort they put in. But that doesn't mean they can't be a detective. Anyone can get a detective deed as long as they complete their training.
So, is that my case as well? I don't think I have any special abilities.
There is no record about your forte.
You think he's lying? Think we got a liar in our midst?
You could be like me and have no special powers.
I knew it.
You've got me, Master.
Look, there's no need to be so down about having no forte of your own.
Hey, Cocohead doesn't need a forte. He's able to play a spelling barrel game. And that's good enough for him.
That has nothing to do with whether you're a good detective or not.
The spelling barrel game reveals all answers to him.
Even a kid or a delinquent can be a master detective if they're good at one thing. But detectives with no special abilities must pass basic testing with flying colors before they're certified. So, in fact, you could say those without special abilities make better detectives.
Oh, you're just tooting your own horn, old man.
But being both a capable detective and a master detective would be even better.
Whoa, her jacket, like, little tassels went flying there for a sec.
Such as myself.
You're tooting your own horn, too.
I don't know how to explain. Gets it? it's like a 30-minute section where it's just him trying to explain everything that happened, and then they're like, can you explain the barrel thing again? So you're saying a ghost girl gets into a barrel wearing a bathing suit, and you have to spell a thing? And he's like, yeah.
Anyway,
You're so
whether you have an
close.
ability or not, the fact remains that you've been striving to be a detective.
And that's how you figured out the train car detached itself? Yeah, I thought it was saying derailed for a minute, but it was detached.
So, I wanted to be a detective.
Also, keep in mind that despite being a trainee, you were given a directive. That's pretty impressive. You must be quite capable. I mean, master detectives were killed, but you managed to survive.
I'm not sure if that's right.
I am sure you shall eventually remember all that you have forgotten, Yuma. Although, I still do not remember what I ate this morning, let alone yesterday's weather.
Fubuki, you need to have your talking privileges taken away from you.
It was raining. It's always raining.
Oh, right.
Is she this dumb on purpose? I think she's putting on an act. Maybe she's a giant
Everyone is
snake.
lying.
It's boom kill time if you fall for her, Master.
I didn't do anything.
By the way, my agency treats both trainees and detectives
Don't
as the
fall
same
for her
thing.
dumb shtick.
To all you master detectives, you better not drop your guard or the rookie here's gonna steal your thunder. Got it?
Go ahead and try. Too bad for you, rookie. I'm gonna take all the medals.
I have no desire to compete.
You senior detectives sure are a handful. Vivia, anything you'd like to say to the newbie?
No.
No, not really.
Man, that was so easy to see coming. Oh, okay, that camera jitter.
That's the direct line to the World Detective Organization. So, they're finally contacting us. All communication in Kanai Ward is shut out from the outside world. So that phone is rather special. And obviously,
Answer
it's
it.
kept secret from the Amaterasu folk.
If they're contacting us, maybe they'll finally give us our orders.
It's just gonna stop ringing. It's just that
Go
they
ahead,
missed the call.
rookie.
Huh? You want me to answer?
Pick it up.
Master!
Hello, Nocturnal Detective Agency.
I'm here
State your
too.
Good work, all of you. I
Oh
assume everyone is present.
my god, this old man's design.
So few of you survived. Far less than I anticipated, but considering who survived, this should suffice.
What the hell? Who's this grandpa? He acts like he's hot shit.
What beats me? I've never seen him before. My contact is usually someone totally different.
Perhaps he dialed the wrong number?
No.
Yeah, you
that's
dialed the wrong
impossible.
number. Sorry,
This
hang
is
up
a
on him.
direct line to the WDO. Who are you? Would you mind telling us your name?
A name? Unfortunately, I discarded my name long ago.
Okay.
Now, I simply go by number 1. I'm sure you've heard of me.
No, I have not. But okay, I just love, dude. His like face paint connects to his little beard thing.
Number 1?
You're joking? Seriously?
Yeah, it's numero uno. Nigel Uno.
My sincerest apologies for my rude behavior.
I didn't expect number 1 himself to appear. This must be very serious business then.
Is he a big deal or something?
Number 1 is the top master detective, leader of the World Detective Organization.
The top detective of the WDO?
So you're saying he's gonna die first?
He rarely ever shows himself. Thus, no one knows his true identity. He is only known among detectives as number 1.
He's the top of the World Detective Organization?
It's just some old man.
Hey!
I am here to give those of you who arrived your instructions. There is a dangerous secret lurking here, which we refer to as Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
However, Kanai Ward's ultimate secret isn't a problem affecting only this city. There is a chance it relates to the ongoing great global mystery. Hence why I chose to deliver your orders directly. Move swiftly to investigate Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. Doing so will assist us in solving the great global mystery. That is all.
Okay.
Huh? That's it? How about some clues?
He's just like, I said my things.
Why do you think you're there? If you're a detective, search for clues yourself. Providing any information beforehand will merely result in misconceptions.
Understood.
Do you recall the World Detective Organization's creed? A detective must never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed. A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
I heard that every single day during training. But it's not something you can easily put into practice.
Is that true, Master?
I don't remember at all.
Mysteries are the greatest threat to humanity.
I can't tell. Is this guy like part machine? Or is he just so old?
The WDO will not allow mysteries to go unsolved. They shall be eradicated with sagacious wit and indomitable will. We must guide the lost souls of victims to paradise in the name of truth. Go forth, proud detectives. Eliminate all mysteries from this world.
Hey, did you hear that? We got a direct order from number 1. We play our cards right, we're guaranteed to get promoted. I'm hyped.
It isn't so simple. Just look at how much we sacrificed to get you here. Kanai Ward's ultimate secret must have something to do with Amaterasu Corporation. Which means
I don't
we
think
have
that's the
to
real
see
number
about
1.
them. They're gonna wipe us out.
I'm gonna shoot my shot right now and say that's not number 1.
So it's a full-on war then. The WDO is serious.
War is awful. I myself am a pacifist.
Shut up, Fubuki.
Well, it's something we have to do from here on.
I'm just gonna
There
keep
you
saying
go
it
again with
to
your
her.
jokes.
Fubuki, were you listening?
Huh? I was. However, I was also lost in my own thoughts.
Great.
You weren't listening then.
So, Chief, any ideas about Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
This place has so many secrets that I have no idea where to start. But one thing that comes to mind is this unending rain, I think.
He said that it has something to do with the great global mystery, too.
I have no clue what that is.
Well,
global
for
climate
now,
change.
Let's sneak into Amaterasu Corp and start gathering up info.
Don't you dare do anything
We're gonna
dangerous
solve
like
the
that.
climate problem here.
It's not like they're leaving secrets in easy-to-reach spots.
Well, then what are we supposed to do?
You really want to know? The right thing to do is absolutely nothing. Jeez. How did it end up like this?
Come on. You need to snap out of it, Chief.
I've got a bad feeling about all this. Who would have guessed number 1 would show up? Ah!
The pressure is getting to him.
All I wanted was to sink quietly into the river.
Are things really that bad?
Yeah, lives are at stake here. Danger is a daily occurrence in all of Kanai Ward.
I'm used to wagering my life like poker chips. It feels like my path.
Maybe for you, but I'm not that way. Who said I wanted that? I got it. Let's pretend like we didn't hear a thing. No.
What,
I
just
know
ignore
that's
him?
Impossible. Given the sacrifices that were already made, the WDO can't back down now. I guess we have no choice.
Chief Yako.
Everything that goes down in this city is handled by the peacekeepers of Amaterasu Corporation. They simply fabricate or cover things up in whatever way's most convenient for them. In other words, the truth they're hiding may be connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Some of these cover-ups may be clues for unsolved mysteries then.
But there are tons of cases where they covered up the truth.
Then what we need to do is clear.
Huh?
Don't stare at me, dumbfounded rookie. We've got to crush each unsolved mystery one by one.
What? All of them?
I suppose that's one way to solve whatever's going on.
Oh, fine. All right, listen up. Truth be told, I wish this day had never come. But part of me knew that it was inevitable. Our goal now is to expose Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. We'll be up against Amaterasu Corporation.
Oh, how exciting.
So please, be extremely careful. We don't know what these guys will do to interfere with us. That said, you all survived the deadly trip to get here, so I'm sure you're up to the challenge. We've been trapped in this rain for a long time now. But it's time to put an end to that.
The rain is holding us down.
Please,
We gotta
help me save this city.
turn it off.
You heard him, Master. I love it. Things are getting interesting. Mr. Ball.
Coco Head didn't sign up for this.
In the unending rain, through the winding neon cityscape, draped in my raincoat, I roam in search of my missing memories. What secrets lurk in this labyrinth of drainage pipes?
Who are they?
We have yet to find the answer.
Who are you?
The story of detectives facing the
What?
darkness that enshrouds the truth
I want that character.
is about to begin.
Zombies? Huh? This game's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna deal with all this shit. Don't you fucking wait. Oh, intro movie, of course. Get hyped. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Go, 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 go. Clara Nightmare. Oh, he's got a giant backpack. Yeah, you know, it only took like several hours. It's all good. Whoa! What? Oh, they didn't do a scene with her in a barrel. Disappointing. It's just like for like half a second, shows her getting into the barrel. Tokyo Games. You choose red hair guy as a favorite? You're putting your chips on red haired guy? Oh, there, the prologue is done. Look at that. We went from chapter 0 to prologue, and now we can actually start chapter 1. I assume. You know what? You know what? I was making fun of her a bunch. I'm going with the dum-dum head. I'm riding or dying with the dum-dum head. Fuck it. All my hopes and dreams into her. She's too dumb to not survive, you know? That's my thinking. That's my thinking. No one would kill her. She's not a threat.
The faint sound of a ticking clock melts against the sound of rain. Is that the timbre of water splashing a ship in the night? Or is it the sound of a wedge driven into the wheel of fate?
What?
Every time that vault's door closes, I search again for a reason to open it.
I'm sweating. The Nail Man killings. Is that a pun? Or mailman? Nail Man? It's the Nail Man. Come to kill you and deliver your mail.
Got some nice sleep. No one's here yet? It's just about time, I think. And to be fair, their type are rarely on time anyway. Master detectives are all weirdos. Did you get a good night's sleep, Yuma?
Not really.
What? But I gave you time to rest at the office. Your brain won't work right without enough sleep. Be more like me. Even today, my mind is crystal clear, although it doesn't get much use.
To think that Master had to sleep on such a filthy sofa. The other Master detectives are staying at a hotel, right? That's no fair. I'm totally jealous. It's discrimination. They said detectives and trainees would be treated equally.
For now, how about you wash your sleepy face? You can't work as a detective when your mind is hazy.
You just want me to go.
This
looks like a map of Kainai Ward. Memos posted on it seem to be from cases the chief worked. Searching for stray cats, lost property, and a whole bunch of unimportant stuff. There doesn't seem to be any new memos. Has he not taken on cases lately? Nope, he's a slacker.
I see.
Physics, forensics, accounting, encyclopedias. There's a lot of heavy reading.
But
Don't be so sure. Maybe just put fancy dust jackets on raunchy magazines. No way, I think. No way, I think. Oh, I should probably... I ranked up a couple times, yeah? Skill tree. Skill tree. Never selectable cannot be 1 or less. Keymeister. Keymeister. And combined with Stamina 1, stability recovers even faster. Colored words. This actually is probably pretty good, right? In Reasoning Deathmatch sequences, remove 1 incorrect solution key. Oh, it's 3 points? I kind of want to save for that then. Maps? Maps in my visual novel game? Yeah, just go wash your face in the kitchen sink.
He said I can't work as a detective if my mind is hazy. Why do I want to become one in the first place? It's not like I have any special powers. Is there a reason why? Even if there was, right now I have no reason to try being a detective. I'm only pretending to be one to regain my memories. Is it right for me to pursue this if that's my goal?
Master, there you go with that dumb poetic stuff again.
It's not dumb. This is important to me.
You better be careful. Whenever a detective sighs, a murder case occurs.
Like it wouldn't happen otherwise? I wish that was the case.
Wait a minute, Yuma. You're good at cooking, right? Can you make something for me?
Please, just make me some food.
Huh? Right now?
Come on, man. I'm starving.
And you're the team chef.
Maybe if you do some expert cooking, it might rekindle your lost memories or something.
I guess so.
Right? So get out breakfast. Thanks.
Wait, Chief!
I swear he probably made up the cooking thing. There's no way his profile just said he likes to cook. He's just putting that on Yuma so he makes some food.
Give it a shot. Maybe your muscles will remember.
I guess I'll try. All right, done. Let's take it to Chief Yako.
Oh, this is looking pretty good.
This guy's just getting a free meal right now made for him.
God, I hope Chief Yako likes my cooking. Chief, breakfast is ready.
Hey, it smells nice. Let's see. What is this?
He's gone pale. I hope he isn't dead.
No way. Chief, are you alright?
I was gonna say, Yuma, did you test the meal? Did you the greatest chefs always say, test, eat, try what you've made before you serve it.
I thought I was a goner. Did you poison me?
Why would I do that? I can't believe you'd say that after all the trouble I went through making it.
Right. I basically forced you to make it. Sorry. Yuma, can you clean this up?
Oh, that went about as well as I expected.
No, this is... Dude, Yuma's playing chess
Master,
right now.
If you ever want to boom kill someone, you should just cook for them.
If he's like, hey, you gotta make us food, and then he makes a really terrible dish that tastes really bad, then he's never gonna be asked again to make food.
I think it'd be the perfect crime.
What did my profile say I was good at cooking?
Forget about the cooking, Yuma. At least until you get your memories back.
Yeah, I figured.
Yesterday was such a surprise. I never thought there would be a directive from number 1.
To investigate Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
But it's dangerous. Amaterasu Corp won't sit idly by and let it happen. It's big trouble, all right. Look, I'm not saying I've been idle up until now. I tried investigating Amaterasu several times regarding some unsolved mysteries. They get pissed, and I get a lecture bordering on torture. They even confiscated my office. And, well, here I am now.
Why didn't the World Detective Organization help you?
I asked a few
They
times.
hate
but
me.
They always waved me off. Turns out there were other cases which were higher priorities. And besides, ever since Kanai Ward became isolated from the world, we haven't been able to exchange much info. They didn't quite get how bad the place has gotten.
But what made them investigate Kanai Ward to begin with?
The great global mystery must be a huge deal. Even number 1 is getting involved.
Hey, isn't number 1 coming here? I thought he was at the WDO's headquarters.
You think I'd know? Number 1 is being hunted by criminal syndicates all over the world. His location is kept top secret. That's why he almost never shows up in public. It's super rare even to glimpse him on a screen.
If he's that amazing, that's all the more reason he should come here.
Fair enough. I'm sure that number 1 could solve this lickety-split. The rumors say that once he decides to solve a case, he'll do everything perfectly on his own until it's solved.
Perfectly on his own?
He didn't seem all that impressive to me.
Anyway, he's got his hands full on another case right now. He won't be able to leave that behind to visit Kanai Ward.
I'm convinced literally everyone in this game is lying. Everyone is lying, no one is telling the truth.
We'll save our trump card for last. Until then, we'll add a few cards to our hand. That's why you all were called here. Wait, where are the others? At this rate, we'll never have enough hands. Jeez, everyone goes and does their own thing all the time.
How about using a cell phone? Even if you can't contact the outside world, it'd still be useful in times like these.
And no good. Risks the peacekeepers wiretapping you. Okay, Yuma, you're getting your first job.
A job?
Get the other detectives assembled. I've rented out a special room at a hotel in Kamasaki District. My guess is that they still haven't left the hotel yet. Each master detective is quirky in their own way. Listen, Yuma, your job is to convince them to get over here.
He says it's a job, but he just made you his errand boy.
Fine, I'll head to their hotel.
Thanks. Remember to avoid the peacekeepers' attention.
Is this game gonna throw stealth at me?
Sure hope you got all that down.
You can check the next objective in the menu. It'll be displayed an icon within the districts. Great. Perfect. This is the chief's bed.
Come on.
Master gets a sofa while Fuzzhead gets a bed? How is that fair? Well, it's the chief's agency, so it makes sense for him to sleep in the bed. I mean, I guess. But I don't agree with it. Meat bun. A night owl?
So your commemorative first job is an errand. Are you sure about this, Mr. Trainee Detective?
It's better than hiding out on the sub. By the way, Shinigami, what do you know about number 1?
Huh? Why do you ask?
I was just curious. Wait, you know something, don't you?
As if! Don't go thinking I know that geezer at all. I have standards, you know. Besides, what makes you think I know any humans personally? I mean, I'm a death god. The only people I need are dead. Anyway, you should scope the city out while on your errand. Who knows? You might uncover Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
I don't think it's that simple.
Look at that, Master!
What?
What? Where?
There's something amazing over
Oh,
there!
a glowing
Okay,
spot.
Hurry!
Immediately does not head for the glowy spot. Memory shard copper. Recall memories with... Oh, I didn't even get to read it. Yako?
Is this a Shinigami figurine? Why is it here?
Don't worry your pretty little head about that. Stressing out about every teensy detail will make you go bald. But if you collect these figurines, you can get a peek at your memories, Master!
Oh, how exciting.
Wait, it'll cure my amnesia?
No, I'm afraid everything from before you came to Kanai Ward is still off limits.
Oh. What memories can I see then?
Your memories with all the detectives in Buzzhead's agency. You guys talked about all sorts of stuff, right?
What did we talk about again?
See? You already forgot. You're completely hopeless, Master. If you want to know what you forgot about, then look for these figurines around the city.
Finding them seems pretty
Collectibles.
tough, but I'll give it a shot.
You can check all your recovered memories in the notebook. You know, the same place you check solution keys.
I think I understand. Maybe.
Right on! Thinking you maybe understand is perfect. Oh, there is one thing I should warn you about. You won't be able to check these memories while you're unable to move around freely or in a mystery labyrinth.
Got it.
Shinigami's Tutorial Corner!
Gumshoe Gab. Memory shards that look just like me are scattered across Kanai Ward.
Master's got secret
Like memory shards to watch
tucked away.
episodes featuring the other detectives under Gumshoe Gab. Gumshoe Gab.
Yo, check!
Search around Kanai Ward and collect all the scary cute memory shards resembling yours truly. Okay. Sure. Gumshoe Gab. Pack. Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-da. Ba-dum-ba-da-da. After murdering and taking the place of Master Detective Zilch, Hitman killed all the Master Detectives, yeah. So he was the actual just Hitman guy. Backing down. Da-ba-da-da. So is that why he said his power was just animals? And he's like, oh, there's no animals here, unfortunately. That's a bummer. That's a big bummer. Terribly Balloon, Kanai Station. Ultimate Secret. Creed. Just always prioritize. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Da-da-da-da. Submarine anchored, headed by Chief Yako. Southern Detective Agency or kitchen and shower. Will now finally be the moment where Glossary... Nope. Glossary still... This is actually this game's greatest enemy. The Glossary still saying there's something new in here. Despite me clearing everything. It's truly... the game's greatest... the actual greatest mystery of this game. Insane.
Master's got secret memories
Insane, I
stashed
say.
away.
In Gumshoe, how can a game allow that to be a thing? You can't. If I was on this dev team, that'd be the first thing I'd check. I'd be like, hey, can you make sure that if they clear all the things, that new goes away? It doesn't bother people with brains like this. In Gumshoe Gab, you can watch special episodes with each detective, but you're gonna have to find the memory shards. Yep.
Here's a
If you're having trouble finding a memory shard, check out the hints. Oh, am I gonna get all the shards? Gab with Yakko. Got memory obtained. The iron coffin bed. Storage in the underground world. So that all the different... I see. The kid's secret hangout. Wait, I can get special moments with, like, the dumb girl? Oh, it's the different colors. Emerald. Silver. Gold. Amethyst. Copper. He gets the dumb copper. Alright, let's watch it. Let's see what they're like. Maybe they're interesting. Maybe not. One way to find out. Please say these are voiced at least.
Something wrong, Chief?
Oh, yes.
What's with the big sigh?
Well, it's nothing, really. Since you arrived and we began investigating Kanai Ward's ultimate secret, it seems we're all tense every day. I think it's just getting to me a bit. I can't seem to find a way to feel all nice and relaxed.
I see.
Damn it all. I long for the days when things were so uneventful.
Before we came here, most of your work concerned infidelity and looking for lost pets, right?
Yup. I used to just stare out the window and check whether the occasional client's spouse was cheating or not. I'd tail the target, and sure enough, they'd be cheating. Then the missus would end up crying when I reported back. It was the same old story every day.
This may be rude of me, but that doesn't sound very fun. In fact, it sounds kind of boring.
Sure is. But you know what they say? Every job is equally important. Just because a job may look more glorious, it doesn't mean it's better. Nothing wrong with plain old boring jobs. What's most important is whether you can be proud of what you do.
Huh, look at Buzzhead trying to act all cool.
Huh? What's wrong? You fell quiet out of nowhere.
After hearing the chief's idea, I'm not gonna be mean. I'm impressed.
I just wasn't expecting that kind of stuff from you. I'm a bit moved.
Not expecting? What's your image of me anyway?
Sorry. But really, I'm impressed. You're right. All jobs are equally important. I'll make sure I keep that in mind.
Yeah, you do that. When you hang around
He didn't
master
like my
detectives a
answer.
lot, you start to think you belong to a special class of people.
It's true. I hang out with them so much that I was starting to think I was on their level. I better be more careful about this.
I have a saying when it comes to my own work philosophy. Nothing beats a drink after a hard day's work.
Oh, truer words never spoken, Yakko.
I do hear that a lot.
Well, it's all bogus anyway. Any time is a good time for booze. A good drink is way better if you get to imbibe without having to work for it. What's wrong? You're quiet again. Are you amazed by my grown-up philosophy?
I'm sorry, but I need to reconsider how impressed I was just now.
Our leader is a potential alcoholic.
What? I can't believe you'd say that so fast.
Master, you and Yakko seem to have grown closer.
Also, I can't get over the name Yakko. 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 I mean, I guess the memory shards could be worse. It was a cute little moment. I don't know if I'm really down. I don't know if I really care too much about Yako as a character. But the dumb lady? Oh, that'll be fun. Moments with her.
Say,
It looks like every container is inscribed with the same mark.
This is...
It's the mark of why? Dude, I literally listened to the game say this fucking word a million times, and then when it pops up and it's my turn to fucking read it, I'm like, Amaterasu Corporation. Guess that means all of them belong to I think it's something. I think there's something fucking broken in my brain. I'm just not even gonna read it. What could be inside? Maybe they're full of murder cases. Full of cases? What's that supposed to mean? Also, I see a dog. Amaterasu. It's like a bird. Okay, do I go up there stairs? Go up over here. Huh? Is this the way to Kawasaki District? I don't remember coming through here yesterday. I've taken a wrong turn. Okay, get it together, master. Go where we want you to go. Don't explore. No exploring. Bad. Oh, I just gotta keep walking. I was like hammering the A button. Amaterasu. Amaratsu.
go, go, go!
Whoa, did that person just become ethereal? This guy just like...
This place...
Looks like a variety store. There are some questionable bottles lined up though. Hey, look, there's a candy called Raindrops. How crappy. Kya. Kyaha. Don't zoom ahead of me. Who the hell is this? Got a vagabond? Who's laughing to himself?
Head up the stairs.
Oh, that's the person.
What was up with that person?
They probably don't see outsiders that much. Come on, let's hurry up.
Right.
Where could it be?
I was thinking about grabbing a drink since I'm kind of thirsty, but I don't have my wallet. Kya. Ha ha. Maybe it says the station's lost and found. Psh.
Say,
Since we're here, why not pick up a new pair of kicks?
No.
The boots that the World Detective Organization provide are fairly comfortable. I'll stick with them. No new shoes for me. God, it's so bright. Person did it too. They just turn into ghostly figures and then they pop right back up. Is that because of like a weird draw distance thing? Like it's so weird because they would be like have their back turned. It can't be a draw distance thing because like they just fade in and out. They're just There's like a sweet spot that just like activates them. there's like there's very strange. What are the dots then? Are those just people I could talk to? Oh, did it on the minimap? Yeah. That is what it is. Television's making noise.
There! That's the hotel!
Sun and Moon? Hotel located in Kamasaki District. Number of guests has dramatically decreased. Oh, fancy. Swank this dude. This fucking dude.
What, Vivia?
Oh, Yuma.
Oh, you are. I'm just
Good
under the
morning.
piano.
What are you doing here?
Huh? I'm reading a book.
Isn't that normal?
The story I'm reading is about a boy building a sandcastle on a lake shore with a girl he just met.
Oh, he's so dreamy.
Many days pass, and the sandcastle still isn't complete. For some reason, it disappears the day after it's made. The protagonist believes there's a reason why that happens. He believes the girl has been secretly destroying the sandcastles at night, so he stays on lookout at night on the lake. And just as he thought, the girl appears. As expected, she destroys the sandcastle and returns home. The protagonist wonders why she'd do such a thing. Yuma, what do you believe her motive is?
Great story, Vivia.
Huh?
I mean, I would assume it's she likes him and just is looking for an excuse.
Maybe she likes the protagonist.
I see. If she continues to destroy the sandcastle, the protagonist will return to rebuild it, and they can stay together. As long as they continue to build the sandcastle.
I'm an expert in relationships and sandcastles,
It's rather clumsy,
so I know the answer.
quite a laudable effort by the girl. She could just ask him to come again tomorrow instead. That solution is quite romantic. It's very like you to say that, Yuma.
So what's the real reason?
The real reason? It doesn't say anything about that. You must imagine the girl's reasoning for yourself. That's what stories are all about. Just as you brought up this question, the protagonist also tries to find the truth by chasing after the girl. But he loses sight of her in the darkness. However, it's a singular path with no other way to go. Normally, it'd be impossible to lose sight of someone there. The moonlight shines over the lake at the end of the path. And there, at the lake, the protagonist notices something. The sight of the girl facing away from him, disappearing into the lake.
Huh?
The protagonist recalls a story about a girl who drowned at the lake years ago, almost like a long forgotten memory. He checks old newspapers and finds a picture of her.
Ghost.
In the photo, she looks like she's smiling directly at him. Isn't it beautiful?
It sure is something.
This guy probably has no friends.
Yep.
By the way, Vivia, Chief Yako asked for you at the office.
Oh, is it that time already? Tell the chief I'll be there.
All right.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Just look at him. He has zero intention of getting up.
Oh, also, do you know where the others are?
Maybe the restaurant? I should still be eating breakfast right now.
The restaurant. Got it. I'll check it out.
I want to die someday.
Ah, dude, same.
Come on, over there, Master.
Hey, rookie. What's up? You here for breakfast too?
Good morning, Yuma.
Good morning. It's way past our meeting time.
Huh? Are we late? Impossible. As if I would permit time to ever overtake me. My vision is quite sharp, you know.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but that's not an excuse for being late.
Oh, she's not making excuses. This is just how she is. Listen, rookie. I bet you're here just because Chief told you to find us. But you've yet to realize one crucial fact. Think about it. Everyone besides you and the Chief are staying at this hotel. It'd be faster to bring the Chief over here, right?
Now that you mention it, yes.
Yeah, that actually does make a lot of sense.
Don't be convinced so easily.
Anyway, you should bring the Chief here.
No way. For all we know, the Peacekeepers could be around. The meeting may even be about planning out operations, so it's better to have it at the office.
I agree with Yuma.
What? You, of all people, are saying that now? Oh, geez, fine. Tell the Chief I'll be there after my post-meal soda.
I will also be there after breakfast. I have to chew well to promote good digestion, so this will take some time.
It's good for her.
Got it. By the way, is Halara here with you?
I doubt anyone in the world can hang out with that one.
I was going to offer an invitation to join us for breakfast, but the room was already empty.
I'm sure Halara's around somewhere. Probably hustling
Halara.
kids out of their money.
Looks like we have legwork to do. Let's search around some more.
Just a dead-eyed, vacant expression from this lady. All right.
Hey,
Oh, Yuma, I've got a favor to ask you.
Huh?
A favor? What is it? Gotta give him a deeper
Yeah.
voice. There's a book I really want to read, but I haven't been able to find a copy. It's called The Crow and the Dove, Survival of the Fittest and World Salvation. Can't do it. That's one heck of a title.
right.
It's a tragic story of a crow battling a dove in order to justify its existence. In the end, the two turn the world into a wasteland.
Sure.
Doesn't that sound a bit dull? You think so?
Hey,
If you happen to find the book, I was hoping you'd bring it to me.
because...
As you can see, I'm pretty busy here. You sure don't look it. Well, look around for it if you're so inclined. I'll just take it easy and wait here. Yawn.
Aww.
His blatant laziness is almost refreshing. Alright.
It's a
It's a-
detective's responsibility
quest.
to help those in need.
You might see people in need of help while you're moving around town. You can receive a request.
Well, might as
Okay,
well
take
give
on a
it a go.
request the detective way. Detective points can be earned by solving them. Requests can only be accepted and fulfilled in the chapter they appear.
Come on, pay attention.
If you progress through the chapter without completing a request, it'll stay unsolved. If you progress through the chapter without accepting a request, it'll disappear. So be careful. No further requests can be accepted, and in-progress requests will be left unsolved. Okay. So at least the game, I think, is going to tell me. This game, man. Oh, it's got all the bells and whistles.
Are you gonna remember?
You can retry unsolved requests if you play the chapter again. Playing a chapter again. Over my fucking dead body. We're gonna solve all these requests. He wants a book. He wants a book. I'll get him a book, alright? Is there an easy button to press for the map? Can I... Like, or do I have to go through this? I probably have to go through this. There's a 1. What does a 1 mean? Oh, X. Oh my god, I don't know the buttons, dude. Okay, Y to open this. A, X. Request objective. Okay, so what? Is the book here? Is the book just randomly outside? I guess. Is the game just gonna tell me where to go? Is it gonna be as simple as that? Can I just... I'm gonna go pick up a book here. Do you have a book, sir? Fed up man. Hey kid, could you spare a sec? What's the matter? Some guy was trying to push this weird book on me. Told him no, but it was so pushy. Well, I don't know if he was a quota or something, but he was real persistent. I'm getting annoyed just thinking about it. It had a real long name too. Crow, some. Who even reads this stuff?
Maybe.
Could that be the book Vivia's looking for? Where'd you run into that person? Take the street toward Ginma district. Ginma? Who can say? And turn left at the bar, you'll find him. Better stay away, though. He was real persistent.
I see.
Thank you for the advice. I'm gonna go run after him now. Just you wait. Here I go. Gonna go find a book. Book. Just a normal ass looking dude. Book loving man. Ah, that new book comes out today, doesn't it? I'll have to pick it up after work. Now that I think about it, the bookstore owner said he had the older edition too. Maybe I'll get both.
Speaking of which...
Alright, Vivi asked me to buy a book for him earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe I should ask this guy about it. Seems like he might know a lot about books.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, I'm looking for an unusual book. Oh, you like books too? In that case, you should get yourself to the Kamasaki District Bookstore. They have books from all over the world there. It's anyone's guess how they get their hands on them. Oh, that sounds amazing. The store is at the top of the stairs, just up ahead. If you're looking for a book, that's the place to check. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Got it. Thank you. This is bizarre. This man was like pushing books on a random stranger and then was like, no, just go to the bookstore. It's right up here. And I'm like, okay, I'll go do that. Bookstore? Bookstore? Books. Oh, look at this man. You over there looking to buy something? I deliver too. Help me out here. Huh? I deal with all kinds of goods. Sales have been slow lately, so why not buy something? Uh-oh. How are you gonna get out of this one? Actually, I don't have much money. Just take a look. That don't cost a thing. Come on, just one look. I got food, daily necessities, and loads of books. Books?
Speaking of
Come
which...
to think of it, wasn't Vivia looking for a book?
Looking for a book, eh? What's it called?
What was that title again? Surf Idol plays cricket. Arrival of the Hippest. Survival of the fittest. Oh shit, this part I don't remember. I think it was salvation? Salivation? No, salvation.
Hey, I got that one in stock. Nice taste you got there. This one's a real cult classic. Books, really?
Really?
Yeah, it's a good one, but not too popular. Been having trouble moving it. Can I take one off my hands?
Then...
Yes, please. I'd like it to be delivered to the person sleeping under the piano at the hotel.
Under the piano at the hotel? Well, whatever, just so I just gotta get the money from him.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Guess that means I'll fulfill Vivia's request.
Come on.
Not yet, Master. You have to make sure the book reaches its destination.
That's true.
You're right. Let's go check with Vivia. I'm a delivery boy. Solving cases? I don't know the meaning of it. Delivering shit, though? Yeah. Making my teammates love me? Yeah.
Hey,
Hey there, Yuma. A shopkeeper just came by with the book.
you're amazing.
You're the one who sent him, right? Thanks.
Well,
Yes. Did you read it already?
Yeah? It was 7 pages. Wonderful.
That's nice.
What it means to be a crow. Flying through the air would be amazing.
Right.
I wonder if I could live free like a crow. To soar through the sky boundlessly.
No.
Just don't jump off a building or anything, okay?
Right.
I was considering it. Seems the book has had an impact on me.
That's nice.
Truly a wonderful read. Thank you, Yuma. $100 detective points for me. A solid 100 points. Just get a bunch of abilities. Number of selectable solution keys. Yeah, that seems great. Blow up all the points. All the points. Remove one incorrect key. Oh, so it's a stackable thing. Yeah. Damn, you need 4 more points for this? Man. Expensive. I feel like I'm gonna fill up that skill tree in a matter of hours. Feels like I could just...
Hey, did you hear about the clock tower case at Gima District? I heard it's the nail man again.
Yeah, the culprit was already caught. There were a bunch of peacekeepers. It was a big deal.
No way! The nail man was caught? What did he look like?
Much like, I mean, this game and Final Fantasy 16 have very similar side quests, it seems.
A case already! The city is just as wonderful as the rumors
Just gather some shit. Beat up some shit and gather some shit. Deliver it.
place called Ginma District. Let's go see!
But we have to find Halara first.
Where's Halara?
I can't wait a second longer!
This color works here too?
Yep, until this world ends.
I'm being dragged. What the hell? Oh, I can't move. I got control of the camera. She's just dragging me. I'm just being dragged. This is a good face. This is a good face. That was good. just bring me to the next objective. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Just take me. Let's just go. No, oh, we're still going. New district. Oh, it's prettier. Slightly less neon.
And over here! So this is Ginma District. We got here by just wandering around.
Wait, you didn't know where you were going?
it feels different from Kamasaki District. It's still raining as usual, but the area looks high class and luxurious. Not just the buildings, the people too.
Everyone looks totally rich.
I want to be a member of this
Crazy different
district.
From the pores we saw back there.
The pores?
I hate poor
She
people.
just called them the
All
pores.
have deranged personalities.
Oh no. She's problematic.
I think it depends on the person.
So where's the clock tower that incident happened at?
Shinigami does not care for
Like I said,
poor
we
people.
need to find Halara first.
Listen, Master. As your mentor, I'll teach you something important.
Cancel
Detective
Shinigami
prioritize
party.
investigations above all else, more than your parents or nature's call itself.
All right, fine. I'll
Shinigami
go.
hashtag Shinigami is over.
Guess I'll ask around first.
Don't forget
Shinigami
this
can get
stuff.
into that barrel and go away for all I care. Okay, bus travel. Basically, the bus can be used to travel to places you've already visited.
Wow,
However, depending on master situation, there are times when the bus may not be available.
I see.
You can also travel to a different location by opening the Kanai Ward map from the notebook menu and selecting travel by bus. Travel by bus. So, yeah, Ginma district. Okay, so it says how many random quests are there, it seems. So like, I've already pressed the wrong thing. It's so unnatural for me pressing X to try to find something. Alright. So can I go back to that district that I just was at? Where's the bus? 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 Wait, can't I just... The game literally just told me I think I can travel by bus. We'll come back to the Gid mode. You know what? I'm gonna be very diligent, and we're gonna do the quests. I'm gonna give the game the benefit of the doubt, just like with Final Fantasy 16, and we're gonna hopefully see some interesting side quest things, some good moments, hopefully. This person's gonna be like, can you get me a book as well? Oh, what do I do? How could this happen? What's the matter? Please help me. I don't know what to do. God, your luck is as bad as ever.
For now.
Anyway, let's just see what she has to say. Someone stole my purse. I tried talking to the peacekeepers, but they wouldn't even hear me out. That person literally just walked through me. Could you please help me find the person who snatched my purse?
Aww.
Boy, those peacekeepers really are useless.
Say,
What you gonna do? Are you gonna help her? Yeah.
Yes.
No problem. Let me handle it. Really? Thank you so much. But we can't leave this to a mere trainee. You'd better follow my lead on this one. As self-centered as always. Could you tell me what the purse snatcher looked like? Well, he was wearing a navy blue jacket, glasses, and white pants. Oh, he also had a white mask.
Thank you very much.
Got it. Thank you. I'm counting on you. He had a white mask. Do you have a... Is this the purse snatcher? Oh, I wasn't paying enough attention. I didn't think I would have to actually... Okay, I need to think this through. So, all I remember is the mask. He had a mask. I didn't know I was going to have to face multiple people. Do you have a mask on? I don't think this person has a mask on. How many other people are there? Quite a bit, it seems. I go up these. Do you have a mask? Oh shit! Fuck! There's 2 people at least with masks. What were the fucking things? Do I have a? Here we go.
it's a detective's
Oh,
responsibility to help those
outlines
in
of
need.
ongoing solved and unsolved. Yes, great, excellent. Number 3, snatch the snatcher. Navy blue jacket, glasses, white pants. White pants, navy glasses, white pant, white hot pants, white pants. Are these white pants? Is white? I'm just gonna blame this guy. Fuck it.
You're the culprit.
You must be the purse snatcher. Damn. Guess this is the end of the line.
Why?
Why would you steal someone's purse? I didn't want to,
but I had no choice. I got no money for food, no money for meat buns. I had to steal the purse and sell it. It's those damn peacekeepers' fault. Peacekeepers' fault? You're damn right. They extort us every chance they get and call it a security tax.
Right.
You know that gold-toothed swank only cares about money. Damn it. I won't let them catch me. Those peacekeepers will never get a hold of me. Whoa. Oh, he's getting away. Master, run.
Say,
You're not going to chase him?
Sure.
We got the bag back, didn't we?
For now.
We should hurry back to the client.
come on.
Come on, that's it, right when things were getting interesting? Here you go, ma'am. Here's your purse, ma'am. Oh, is that my bag? You really got it back for me? Yes, but I'm afraid the culprit got away. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm just so happy to have my bag back. I really appreciate it.
No.
Right.
Say,
Hey, you look pretty gloomy for someone who just pulled off a successful job. What's up?
oh,
Is it because you're upset you let the criminal get away? If I had caught him, I'd just have to hand him over to the peacekeepers. There's no telling what would happen to him then.
come on.
He'd get what he deserves, a detective letting the criminal go free is disgraceful. Yeah, but I just can't do it.
Come on.
Master, you're such a coward. What is that? Is there a person she's like facing through? Is that a statue I'm looking at through her? I can't tell. I don't know what that is. Is that a statue or a person? Oh, it's a statue. Okay, I was so confused.
This is.
I've never seen this design before. I have no idea which country it's from. How would you know when you have amnesia? Don't tell me you've forgotten that too. Oh, yeah, that's right. Master doesn't have a single care in the world. Yeah, you keep calling me Master. Okay, so then we'll travel by bus to here then. Get me out of here. I like the random bus noises. Makes me feel like I'm really taking a bus. Just a very slow one that has to load.
Could that thing over there be the clock tower?
No doubt about it. Let's take a look, Master.
Oh, I thought the game was trying to prevent me from exploring again. I was like, no. Kind-looking woman says, what should I do if something happened to my baby? I'm sure she's fine. Probably. Oh. Looks like they have a problem, Master. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Can't just ignore them. See what they have to say. Let's eavesdrop on them. Excuse me, is something wrong? Our child suddenly vanished. All right, so that dude, his child vanished, and that guy's like, "Oh, I'm sure she's fine." That's it. A lost kid? Boring. A little girl was spirited away. I just know it. Spirited away? Oh, that's an interesting combination of words. Clever. What does being spirited away mean? Lately, there's been a rumor spreading through Kamasaki district. Children are just suddenly disappearing. Even though you never let them out of your sight, they're gone in an instant or spirited away. Seems that none of the other kids who've been spirited away have returned. Oh, please let her be safe.
Then
Where did you last see her? It was in Kamasaki district. We were shopping together. Oh, I'm so worried if something's happened to her. I have other things I need to be doing, but I'm gonna find that child.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll find her. You two wait here. You will? Thank you so much. This is a photo of a girl. She's wearing the same clothes today. So this might help you recognize her. This game is like, alright, you gotta keep identifying people by clothing. I'm begging you, please find our baby. Where the hell is it?
I have to go back to this district. This game making me just like constantly go back and forth. This game willingly making me have to suffer through the load times. This game's like, you're complaining about him? I'll make you do it. I'm gonna make you go back by bus again. You're gonna learn to love the bus. Alright, did this man steal the baby or something? Excuse me, have you seen this child? Never seen her. Was she spirited away too?
Well?
You've heard of this before? Does being spirited away happen that often? I don't know about that, but I've seen lots of folks get hysterical because their kid up and vanished. They say it's a ghost that appears out of nowhere and kidnaps the kids. A ghost? Don't lump me together with some ghost. It's not like I believe in ghosts in the first place. I bet Amaterasu is behind it. Amaterasu? Yeah, they're probably using the kids for some kind of experiment, you know? Some creepy shit. I wouldn't be too surprised if Amaterasu, fuck it, really was behind it all.
Maybe.
Is a word really doing something that terrible?
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your help. Please let me know if you see the child. I'm hopeless. I think I said it right like 2 times and then my brain broke right after that.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Can I help you? Seemingly frivolous man. Excellent. Have you seen this child around here? Never seen her. I see.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like he knows anything. I should ask someone else. Great. He was pointless. Thanks, frivolous man. Excuse me. Have you seen this child around here? Let's see. I feel like I saw her in the underground passage not too long ago.
Yes.
Really? I don't remember it clearly, but I think a kid was wearing the same clothes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I'll go take a look. Be careful if you're going down there. Peacekeepers are sometimes on patrol. If you get caught and sent to a detention facility, you're probably not coming back.
What?
Wow, how extreme.
All right.
Got it. I'll be careful.
Master!
The underground passage. Let's go check it out right away, Master.
Yeah.
Right. If we don't hurry, the kid might not be there anymore. Is this the place where the kid was seen? Feels like a ghost could pop out at any second. I'm spooked.
For now.
Anyway, let's take a look around. Gotta find this kid in the wet underground passage.
Oh!
Huh? Isn't that the munchkin we're looking for?
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's go check.
You all right?
Are you alright? Master, be careful. Huh? Oh shit. So you're the one who kidnapped the kid. The worst. The worst.
Master!
I have a bad feeling about this guy, Master. Is he even human? I said he's the worst. It's all because of Amaterasu Corporation. If not for them... What are you saying? I feel sorry for all the children living in the city cursed by Amaterasu. That's why I chose to save them, to save the children, with my own hands. This guy really isn't human. It's a memory of a man who died miserably.
Oh, man,
I'm saying he's a
this place
ghost.
is giving me the creeps.
And an evil one at that. We gotta get out of here. I won't let you.
Tim!
I can't move.
Master! Master!
Master, let my master go, you creep. Choose the child or yourself. Only one of you will return. He wants me to choose which one of us to save?
Come on!
Forget about the kid. You're much more important, Master. Who do I save? Yeah, just pick myself. Fuck the kid.
Come on!
Do you have a death wish?
No!
I don't plan on dying, but I can't sacrifice a child. I leave the children in your care. ghost.
Huh?
Huh? Huh? He's just like me, for real, for real. Huh? Who are you, mister? Are we underground? Your mom and dad asked me to come look for you. Let's head back to them together, okay? Okay. It's gotta load that area back up again. Don't you kind of wish you could have just done that as this cutscene was playing, maybe? I don't know about tech things, but I mean, we're just sitting there through a cutscene. Just start loading the next section. Just load it. Just do it. Just do it. Thank you so much. How can I ever repay you?
No.
I'm just glad your child is safe. Well, if you'll excuse me. Of course. Come now. Say thank you. Thanks, mister. See you later. Fuck this kid.
Say,
I'm glad that you and the kid are safe, but what was that ghost?
I'm sure.
I bet he used to really adore children. It's a weird thing to say. I don't think he has ever planned to harm them.
but
Then why all the kidnapping?
That's why.
Probably meant it when he said he wanted to save them. I adore children. Maybe he lost his own child to the city. That's why he was trying to take them away from here. That's what I think, anyway. Alright, so we're just going.
what's this? Such a weird decoration.
The fossil?
Wow.
A dinosaur fossil. It's so cool.
Get it?
We should extract its DNA and recreate it. Even if we could, we need to stop and ask if we should. Better not. Is that a Jurassic Park reference? I gotta say, I'm not the biggest Jurassic Park guy. I don't remember the lines from that movie. Oh, look at this little nice little swanky cafe. I can't tell if I extremely dislike or like that Shinigami just is flying around my head constantly. Like, already the camera's a little jank and everything, you know? As I'm like turning it around and everything, and then like you also have just this bright purple blob just like flying around you as you're like navigating. Like the camera, like look, the camera's not great. It's and it's just another thing clouding your vision. It's just her just clumsily like flying around you. Cafe, huh? Wonder if I have to come to a place like this before I lost my memory. Huh? Master hanging out in cafes? I don't see it. I mean, maybe. Maybe I was a cool cafe person. Oh, I am on the wrong side of the road here. Fuck. Oh wait, is this like a real crossing road? Like, will it cut me off and then... What happens if I'm in there? Oh, if I'm in there, then the cars will just stop. Then we'll go. Huh. Interesting. They're all like wearing the same thing.
I can smell the mystery coming out of it.
I just had a bad thought. Is Havalva, whatever her fucking name is she gonna be the first dead? I just realized we're going to a mystery, and then it's like we haven't seen her yet. Get ready to pour one out for her. She's probably gone. Already dead. Oh my god, the kid model again.
Look at all those rubberneckers.
Rubberneckers?
Hey, I heard the nail man got caught.
What? The serial killer?
Serial killer?
So, what's this nail man guy like? Is his face covered with nails?
He's not called nail man because he's covered in them, idiot. Didn't you hear about the nails all over the crime scenes?
Nails all over the crime scenes?
So it was another locked room mystery, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Locked room mystery? I'm hearing lots of exciting phrases, one after another. I just might start drooling. Master, let's hurry and check it out.
We can't. It's already sealed off by the Peacekeepers.
I can't wait any longer.
Hey! Oh, good morning.
Who are you?
Did something happen here?
The place is off limits to outsiders. Get lost.
Sorry.
Why are you so quick to back down? You're so pathetic.
I know, but take a look around. There's no way I can get any closer. Don't tell me to push my way through the Peacekeepers. I don't want them setting their sights on me. Besides, the murderer has already been caught. There's no point in me getting involved.
And you call yourself a detective? A detective will always crave more info about the crime. It's a locked room mystery. You should be crapping your pants with excitement right now.
No, I shouldn't. Besides, I'm not even a proper detective.
Master, don't tell me you're worried about being a trainee.
It's more like... I just don't get it. Why am I even trying to become a detective? I mean, will I ever regain my memories? Without them, I don't know how to feel about working at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Master, what's important isn't your past, it's your future.
I mean,
Inspirational
you're the reason
words.
this happened to me in the first place, Shinigami.
Well, if you're so fixated on the past, why don't you follow in the footsteps of your past self?
What do you mean?
Aim to become a detective as a trainee. If you aim for the same destination, all paths will eventually lead to one place.
If you aim for the same destination, all paths. Okay.
Which means that one day, you should understand how your past self felt.
I get the feeling you're just saying that so I'll do what you want me to. Besides, how am I supposed to try to become a detective?
Through investigating cases, obviously. So, let's scope out that clock tower. How about it, future detective?
Yeah, you're just trying to make me do whatever you want. Oh, fine. For now, I'll ask around about what happened. Maybe this case has something to do with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
That's the spirit! Mysteriful!
Mysteriful. Behind the serial murders occurring in Kanai Ward. Nailman's crime scenes are always locked rooms filled with nails. I'm just asking people about it.
Pardon me, but it seems like something happened at the clock tower. Do you know anything about it?
Oh yeah, I saw the Peacekeepers
Oh,
take
yeah.
away the culprit.
Huh? You saw who it was?
They apprehended a man wandering around the clock tower. He had a lot of weapons on him. Among them was a hammer, so he's the culprit for sure. After all, they say the nail man always carries a hammer and nails wherever he goes.
He was wandering around the clock tower while carrying a
I didn't
hammer.
think I hit the button there.
That sure
My bad.
does sound suspicious.
I cut off this man. I cut this man off.
There seems to have been some sort of incident at the clock tower. Do you know anything about it?
Oh my, really?
Chatty
Such
lady.
troubled times we live in. It's that man again, right? I've heard there were numerous cases.
You mean the nailman?
That's the one! There was a commotion not too long ago. Where did it happen again? The museum or the art gallery? In any case, I'm glad he's been caught. I'd heard there were no clues at crime scenes because they all occurred in locked rooms with no way in or out. Phew, I'm so relieved. By the way, who are you? You've got some nerve talking to me as if you know me.
Oh, sorry.
I like these like futuristic umbrella things. I only just now noticed them. It's like a thing above her and it's like propelled. It's propelled and spinning. She doesn't have a manual umbrella like all these plebeians.
Excuse me. I heard that the criminal called the Nailman was caught.
Really? That's big news. I'd better tell everyone.
So, who is this Nailman?
What? You don't know? I'm sure you've at least heard about it. He's the mysterious Nailman, Conai Ward's most famous urban legend.
Urban legend?
Oh, he's an urban legend.
Sorry, haven't heard of it.
Oh? You should count yourself lucky then. Have you ever felt the urge to kill someone while going through your day?
Oh, all the time. Allegedly.
The Nailman can make that wish come true.
Just to protect myself.
All you need to do
Oh,
is
look at
write
this
down
man.
the name of someone you wish dead. Someone you hate so much you could kill them. Then make a doll resembling that person, nail the name tag to it, and leave it at the forest behind the church. This summons the Nailman, who will kill that person for you. Or so the legend goes. Whoever is killed by the Nailman is pinned by countless nails.
Creepy. Creepy.
Scary. I can't handle horror stories.
But that's just an urban legend, right?
It was until 6 months ago. For the past 6 months, corpses kept turning up covered in nails. People were in an uproar, talking about how the Nailman is real. But now, he's been caught. What kind of person would want to copy the Nailman? He must have a screw loose or something.
A killer from an urban legend. How creepy.
Look, Master! All the hairs on my body are standing on end!
But you don't have any hair.
I guess that's all the info you can extract from these snooty people.
Still, I think I get the gist of it. These Nailman cases are based off an urban legend. They started 6 months ago. A similar case happened at the clock tower today, but a suspect was apprehended. That's about it. There's nothing else for me to know.
Wait, what about those cases? They all happened in locked rooms, right? I haven't seen any locked room mysteries yet! Give it to me! I want it now!
I doubt we can see the scene of the crime. Let's just head back.
Come on, just a peek. Let's check out the clock tower one last time.
Just one look, okay?
You're the best detective! The president of our company, no, of our nation!
I'm telling you, Havala has to be dead, right? I feel it so deep within my bones. There's a reason we haven't found her yet. Right? Popular sports? Parkour is popular among the young men of Kamasaki District? Oh, that's dope. I want to live in a place where parkour is the best sport. Yeah, we train our men to be parkour artists.
things up.
Excuse me.
What the?
Are you okay? Can you stand up? Come on, let's go.
Hey, wait! I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice!
What do I do?
You jumped
Beat
in
him
here
up.
without a plan?
I couldn't help it.
What were you thinking? You just doomed yourself!
You're under arrest by the Peacekeepers. If you resist, enforcement measures will be taken against you. Listen, you have no right to remain silent. You have no right to a lawyer.
Wait, I don't get a lawyer?
Wait, please, listen to me.
Put both hands on your head and get down! Any other action will be seen as resistance.
I'm fucked. Oh wait, no, that's her, right? Oh,
A coin?
coin attack. Oh shit. Oh hell yes. Nope, I'm glad she's not dead.
Alora!
Halara. What was I saying? Was I saying Havala?
Thank you, Alora.
Halara.
A reckless sense
Rolls
of
off the tongue.
justice isn't even worth a single coin. This could have cost your life. Remember that.
Right. Sorry.
That's some impressive athleticism. Unlike you, Master.
Rude.
Hey, are you okay?
Please, my dad needs help. Please, get my dad back from them. Please.
Huh?
Huh?
Get your
Why is
dad
it so
back?
loud when he says
do you
huh?
mean?
I can see the audio levels
My
and him
dad
going
was
huh
arrested by peacekeepers
is really loud
at the clock
compared to
tower.
everything else.
They say he's the culprit,
Huh?
Wait, that's your dad?
but he was here to repair the clock tower.
Sorry for screaming into the
He
mic
has
there.
nothing to do with what happened.
So, your dad is innocent, but he's being framed as the nailman?
My dad would never murder anyone. He has no reason to. So please, please, get my dad back from them.
So you want us to prove your father's innocence? Is that an assignment?
Assignment?
Just say it's an assignment.
Yes. I figured you could do it since you took them down so easily.
How much do you have ready?
Huh? You mean money?
I don't work for cheap. I will fulfill a job no matter what it takes. I have the mind and strength to make it possible. However, if you want my help, you will need to prove your resolve.
I don't have any money. All I can offer is this.
The hell is it a ball? Is it a rotten plum?
My dad and I played catch together all
a
the
ball.
time. It's my most prized possession.
You can't take that from him. Don't be like that.
Hey!
Out of the question.
Lara, wait! You're not going to accept his request?
She really just said, fuck them kids.
Why should I? The only way to decipher someone's mind is to see how many chips they put on the table. If they cannot offer a fitting amount of money to prove their resolve, to me, they might as well not even exist.
Big talk for someone who's all about the money. What kind of demon would try to take money from a little kid? I'm a deaf god though, so I sure ain't one to talk.
Oh, did he not offer enough? The ball itself may not be worth much, but the sentimental value it represents is priceless.
If you think so, then you should take on the job.
Huh? Me?
Or perhaps you're going to make the assignment on that boy's behalf. I don't work for cheap.
How much do you charge?
Preliminary estimates mark it at around 5 million yen.
5 million yen?
Shin? Is that currency? How
What's
much is
What's
that?
the exchange rate on that?
It's enough to purchase a luxury car.
Ah, great.
A luxury car? That much?
By the way, even though I'm amazing, I can't create human money out of thin air.
I'll be at the cafe nearby. Come see me once you've made up your mind. You will need my help eventually. And when you do, call on a detective named Halara Nightmare.
Call on a detective named... Very dumb name. Halara Nightmare.
So, what'll you do, Master?
Well, I have to do this myself.
What? You sure you can handle it? Though, I don't care, as long as I can scope out locked room mysteries.
Hey, leave your dad to me.
We'll get your dad.
He'll be fine. I hope. He probably will be. Definitely, yeah.
Wait, are you confident or not?
Thank you! Please save my dad!
Looks like my master made up his mind.
Save my dad.
Now, let's take a peek at the crime scene. With the Peacekeeper's gone, now's our chance to strike.
Hey, wait. Before that...
Is this in the investigation stage?
Wow, it's the Clock Tower murder report. This is a
Oh wow,
great
it is
find.
just like Danganronpa with a murder report thing.
Just as I thought. The details of the case are on here.
Clock Tower murder case report. Crime scene, Clock Tower storage, 3rd floor. Victim female, age 20 to 30s. Identity to be confirmed. Estimate time of death unknown. Time of discovery approximately 7 a.m.
The body was found around 7 a.m. And it's a little past 8 a.m. right now. So it's only been an hour since the body was first found.
No wonder things are so hectic. The body may even still be there.
Another body.
Anyway, Master, there's more to that report, right?
Waterproof tablet, I assume. First on scene, clergy member and several peacekeepers. There was a report of a suspicious person behind the church. Victim was discovered during the investigation. Murder suspected of being related to the Nail Man killings.
A suspicious person behind the church? But the area behind the church is...
All you need to do is write down the name of someone you wish dead. Someone you hate so much you could kill them. Then make a doll resembling that person, nail the name tag to it, and leave it at the forest behind the church.
Oh, it all is adding up.
This summons the Nail Man, who will kill that person for you. Or so the legend goes.
That's where the forest to summon the Nail Man is located. They pursued someone they thought was the Nail Man and found the body.
Note, the door was locked from the inside at the scene of the crime. The only window was shuttered and also locked from the inside. As there are no other entrances, it seems to be a completely locked room. This matches the Nail Man's modus operandi. Okay.
There we go! Locked room mystery time! Yay!
That locked rooms get her jimmies rustled.
I don't know why you're so excited. Does the Nail Man turn his crime scenes into locked rooms like this every time?
A phantom who vanishes like smoke in a room with no way in or out. Just the thought of it makes me drool.
Suspect apprehended a suspicious individual near the clock tower. Look at this man. Suspect was found with multiple hammers believed to have been used in the crime. Name Jai Colan. Sure. Age 48. Occupation unknown. Suspect claims he was repairing the clock in quotations, no witnesses or alibis. Peacekeeper's current investigation suspects him to be the Nail Man. Communicate only the information found in this report to the media. Our first key for the new investigation. A report concerning the Clock Tower murder case. Great.
The Peacekeepers captured some dude and assumed he's the Nail Man. You gotta search the crime scene yourself to find the truth.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
You finally getting into it? Took you long enough to warm up. Now let's go. The scene of the crime is the storage room on the 3rd floor of the clock tower.
Yeah, let's hurry. Before the Peacekeepers wake up. You should go hide someplace safe. I'll be right back.
Get out
once
of
I
here,
check
kid.
Inside.
Alright.
Now off to the clock tower we go.
There's a thing there. Grab it. This fence is completely rusted. There's a lock on it. And it doesn't seem like there's a way through.
Say,
Why not just go graw and kick it down? Definitely can't do that. No, let me collect the thing. Don't tease me with it. Don't tease me, bro. Can I go to the other side? Fuck. Guess not. Whoa. Alright, so we're not gonna get too far into the investigation here. I don't want to get too completely too far into it, so that next time now when we play this game, we'll start in on the investigation, and I guess do the labyrinth thing. I'll be curious to see, since this seems to be like the first real chapter.
come on, let's go. Go, go, go.
I'll be curious to see how long like investigation phases and then like the non-tutorial like labyrinth sections are. So I guess we'll see with this. We got our first solution key. Clock tower murder. Beep bop. Clock tower. Oh, that's of course new. Case logs. Ah, here we go. Yeah. Leaving the hotel to search for Halaro, and they overheard talk of the incident. Where is number 2? So we picked up a number 1, a 3, and a 4. But we never picked up 2. I thought this one was going to be 2. What the fuck is this? I'm already going to be bugged that I don't know where number 2 is. Am I going to be so bugged that I'm going to look it up right now? The answer is yes. Request number 2. That's just it. Chapter 2 walkthrough. No. 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 Okay, well, that's not getting me what I want, clearly. So, I'm not going to be able to find the answer to that. Great. What the hell? Why? Where's 2? Maybe it just hasn't popped up yet, but then why would it, if it hasn't popped up yet, why would it be, oh goodness, these buttons, A, Y, X, I mean Y, A, X. I'm not trying to, probably in a district I haven't checked. Like if you look like, maybe in the agency or something, or like even
keep wanting to press A to zoom in on a map. Oh, picture of her dragging me with the chain. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We'll look at those next time. Boy. You met in Kanai Ward. He respects and cares for his father, watchmaker, above everyone else. Was quite fond of baseball. It's time for you. He's desperately trying to find a way. GI. Father of the boy. Skill and high standard professionalism have earned him the trust of local residents. He loves his son dearly and hopes the boy will take over the family business one day. Alright, before we leave, just to put my mind at ease, can I leave?
Come on.
You promised you'd take me inside the locked rooms. I don't remember making any kind of promise, but we do have to investigate. Come on. Okay, nope, I can't even leave to go try to see if I can... I can't even leave to try to see if I can go to a different district. They are called requests, right? Yeah, so what would I type in Master Detective Archives request list? I need. Oh, here we go. Maybe this. Let's see. Okay. I think I mean, I didn't want to spoil anything. So I didn't read too deep into it, but I think it might just be something that pops up later. I guess. Iron coffin bed, find the secret of the toys. Princess Kaguya in the Bamboo Grove? What the fuck? What are all these mean? Can't live without books. Oh, hints. Alright, so tomorrow's Saturday. I'll end the stream here, but yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. I'm pretty sure I'm feeling obviously at least Umineko tomorrow night, for Saturday night Umineko. If I can get my act together, sorta, maybe, depending on how much time. Hopefully maybe not something super long, but maybe a Final Fantasy section of a stream beforehand, sometime during the day tomorrow. And then probably Sunday is going to be a day stream as well. I don't know if it's going to be more of this or more Final Fantasy 16. It could very well be Final Fantasy 16, and then I end up just doing, Final Fantasy 16 both on Saturday and Sunday for a bit. So, probably a longer chunk stream, kind of like I did last Sunday with Final Fantasy 16. But I'm hoping I can get enough time to do a little bit of a day stream tomorrow with it as well, because I'd like to try to get that done over the next few weeks here. Thanks so much for watching. I think we're finally into, minus the whole side quests we were doing there for a sec. I think we're finally into the girth of this game. We're finally on the pace where it's like, all right, you have a little bit of a story section, and then you do the investigation. Something's going to be revealed, then you start the investigation, and then we'll be sent into the labyrinth. So I assume that's going to be the normal pacing and everything. So be back tomorrow, at least with Umineko, if not earlier in the day as well, for some Final Fantasy 16. Or hell, if I'm really feeling crazy, maybe more of this tomorrow during the day. Maybe. Depends. Possible. I'll be back. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great weekend. See you in another stream. So long.